Hey, JC here, JC's Comics More, your pop culture superstore at 6725 West Central Avenue, Toledo, Ohio. 43617-419-531-6097. Got this last box here to get counted up before we open up for the day. This box is very banged up, as pretty much all the boxes were this week. Luckily, one of the boxes is my Marvel box, which is okay. I'm fine with that. So, see what we have in here. See, we're missing books. We're missing the Age of Resistance General Hooks. We've got those. So, and that's the cover A on those. We've got Justice League. This is the cover B. You're the Villain. Pretty nice looking cover right there. Got Marvel Comics 1000. Thought I had all the covers, but there's this cover. So this makes 12 covers, not including the variants. Had a chance to read this last night. It was interesting. I didn't know what to expect, but it was very interesting. It's kind of like a trip down memory lane for Marvel. Each page went through a different year. 1956, Jimmy Woo appears in Yellow Claw number 1. 1955, the Black Knight is introduced to Black Knight 1. 2006, Luke Cage marries Jessica Jones, a New Avengers Annual 1. So, yeah, pretty interesting. And it ends with a mystery, and we'll see how that mystery ends up. So we got Stranger Things, issue 4, cover C. I've got Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, number 42. That's the regular cover, set aside for a customer. Here we have another one of the Absolute Carnage, number 2, 1 in 25 variants. Here we have Lethal Protectors, issue 1. This is the variant copy on that. This will sell out. I didn't order many copies of that at all. I put zero faith in that book. Didn't have many people ask for it, so I put zero faith in it. We've got the Brian Hitch cover on Detective 1010. You're the Villain tie-in. Get the rest of those detectives. Here we have the puzzle variant for Star Wars Age of Resistance General Hux. A couple copies of that getting set aside for some of my my regulars. A couple of my regulars. Planet of the Nerds, issue number 5 from Ahoy. This has been an interesting comic thus far. Very different. We've got a reorder on Surfer Prodigal Son, number 1, so we've got that in case you missed that. We've got one copy back in stock. Also, reorders on Gwenpool Strikes Back, number 1, so in case anyone out there hasn't gotten their copies yet. I know there might be 4 or 5 of you that still are looking for copies, and some of you might be in South Dakota or in New Mexico. We've got cover C on Red Sonja and Vampirella Meet Betty and Veronica. That's that's a real meeting of the minds right there. That would be a nice place to be right now. Avengers number 23. This is the 80th frame cover featuring She-Hulk. Has She-Hulk on the front. This is She-Hulk. It's not the Hulk, it's She-Hulk. It's the reason Stan Lee named her She-Hulk. Grimm's Universe. This is cover C, set aside for one of my regulars. Here's the Batman Beyond number 35, cover B's. So those should sell very well. Here's the Bring on the Bad Guys cover for Thor number 16. The last issue of the series, of course, because Marvel has to stop and start the series. So that's the last issue. Here is the regular covers on House of X number 3. I did not get a chance to read that yet, but the House of X number 3, the regular covers. Lots of happy people getting those. See, we have one of the other covers. This is the standard cover on, let's see how badly I butcher this, from Coffin, Brian Pulido and Coffin Comics. La Muerta, issue 1. So we'll set that aside for one of my regulars. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, issue number 97. Cover A, featuring She-Turtle. So make sure a couple of those copies get set aside for regulars as well. Finally, Superman number 14. Issue number 14, which we got, which other stores did get and selling for stupid money on eBay because it has the wrong cover on it. But here we've got Superman number 14. More Superman 14s. And that looks like the final thing. Well, on this side. Well, actually not. This is cover D, Stranger Things. That's the final issue of that series. Here we've got Doctor Strange, number 18. Bring on the bad guys. Doctor Strange versus Nightmare. Nightmare's making, he's making his rounds these days. That's it with this side. Now, you open up this box on the other side here. Okay. I'm going to pull the camera off of the Joel Steadicam. So you can see just how bad this side was. But luckily, it doesn't matter because it's the Marvel previews that they give us. So the free previews that we give out. So who cares if these things are banged up or not? And that's right, somebody told me they're doing all kinds of crazy $20.99 stuff in November that we will not be ordering very much of this. Another soon-to-be-canceled Morbius series. Yes, please do lots of soon-to-be-canceled series, Marvels. But if you do like these videos, as always, like them, click like, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications, and please share on whatever comic groups you're in. Other than that, have a great Wednesday. Don't forget to thank your comics dealer for everything he does. Thank you.